or welcome if you're new. My name is Nat, and this is going to be a bit of a different vlog for me. I think for this year, for 2026, I'm actually going to go a bit of a different way for vlogs. As you can see, we're in a different room today. So we have been clearing out the vintage drawers, which is one of my goals for this month. But anyway, before we even get into that, I've started obviously doing stuff. But if you guys have watched, you'll see that I have quite a lot of goals for 2026. So instead of just having them as normal goals, we have split them down into quarters. So I think what I'm going to do is just plan for each quarter. Yeah, I think I'll just plan each quarter as I'm going, because I'll know further along what the next steps are. So for this quarter, we are working on, I have got my phone here, with them on. So we have got like just a few normal general goals for like my personal health and everything like that. If you guys have seen, all my goals are split into sections. So we have got eat less when getting takeaway, decorate office, which will be something we're going to be working on in this, hopefully, quarter, this video. But yeah, going to be working towards that. As you guys might have seen, I've taken down the LED lights, so that is one little thing ticked off my list. Get to 15 minutes walking 5 times a week. So yeah, you guys probably don't need to know about that. I've got a chronic health condition, so I'm just slowly working towards being able to yeah, just be better for myself. Book wedding is a big one. I don't know whether I'm gonna document trying to book my wedding or anything like that, because we're doing it on a budget. I don't know yet. I haven't decided. I might actually do that as a poll on Instagram and just ask people what they like. I wonder if you can do polls on YouTube. If you can do a poll on YouTube, I might do that actually. My next one is just to work towards sub and follower goals. So that's just going to be a consistent one. I think that's just going to go throughout the year until we reach those goals, and if we reach those goals, fingers crossed we do. But anyway, yeah. And then my last one is to pay mum back £650. So we're kind of aiming for like £2,500 this year to pay my mum back. So that'll be like, I think, about half of what we owe her back then. So I thought if we split it up into 650, I think that works out as 2,600. Yeah, 2,600. So if we could pay about 2,600 this year, that would be insane. But if we could get it all paid off, that would be even better. But I'm trying to do that as a manageable thing. So that is my quarterly goals, but I then split them up even smaller. So I'm actually gonna only go through what we're going to be kind of doing about on this page, because obviously you guys don't need to know about my health stuff. Like, I don't need to talk about any of that on here. That is personal for me, private for me. So we're not gonna talk about that, but we're gonna talk about the stuff that we are gonna try and work towards together. So for month 1, yeah, so we've done it into quarters, and then from there I'm then splitting it up into month 1, month 2, month 3. So month 1 will be putting like the foundations in place. Month 2 will probably just be working on what we've already done and what's the next steps, and then month 3 is just to continue whatever has been working and keep that going. And if it's not working, we'll just then pass it on to the next quarter. So for that, I've got do tax, because I have not done my tax form yet. That is for month 1. My mum's going to help me with that. I am not going to go through that on here because I don't know what I'm doing. I've never done a tax return or anything like that before. So yes, I'm going to be doing that. I've also got post 4 to 5 times a week on socials. That is my plan. So I'm trying to like backlog a little bit of videos for TikTok and stuff. I know it's not always possible because I have days where I'm just too tired or exhausted to do anything. So we're just gonna go with it and see where it goes. I'm keeping track of it on a habit tracker, which is going to be a little plug, but it is actually part of my bullet journal spreadsheet. So that is available over on my Etsy. But yeah, I'm going to be doing a habit tracker because I find personally, I'm like a kid with a star chart. I need to colour something in. I need to have a sticker there to show that I've done it. So we're going to be doing that. We're just going to keep track of it for this month. But yeah, the goal is just 4 to 5 times a week if I can. Look into what is needed for a wedding. I love to plan stuff, and I don't know where to start because I've never planned a wedding. So yeah, I need to look into that, see what I can do there, and probably like make a list of what's needed. Like we started saving for stuff, but like do I need, I think you need a license or something, so I need to look into that and what we're gonna do for that because I don't know. Yeah, so yes, we're gonna do that. I've got as well take down LED lights in office, which we've done, and then the second part of that one is to sell them. So they are actually sat in a bag next to me. I've got my old binders in there as well. I think I'm just going to put them on Vinted and just get them gone. My Vinted drawers are behind me and we have just tidied them out. So one of the goals for that was to organise the Vinted drawers so that was tidy, ready to be selling more stuff. So everything in the drawers behind me, pretty much, actually there might be a few things that aren't, but pretty much everything behind me is up on Vinted. There is a box next to me with stuff that's on Vinted. So I just need to basically at some point try and get some photos of small bits and start putting them up. I think that's it really. I think that's my goals. I've kind of kept it quite simple for like the month 1 goals. I think I'm gonna start planning month 2 because obviously I've done the LED lights, but I want to start looking into paints for the room. I probably should have put that down as a goal for month 1 for this quarter, but I haven't. So yeah, I think I'm gonna put it down for month 2, and then if I do get ahead on some bits, it's not the end of the world. But I would love to get our office decorated. I'd love to get it decorated in this first quarter of the year because it was my plan before Christmas, but obviously with Christmas and the weather and everything like that, it just didn't get done. So I'm really going to push forward with it this year. So fingers crossed we get that done. But I think, yeah, what I'm going to do, I think I'm just going to kind of, throughout this video, I think it's going to be like a month-long video, just to show the quarter 1, and my goals I'm doing, how I'm planning it. And we are still going to be paying off debt because we're paying my mum back still. So yeah, we're going to be working towards little things we can do to kind of get ready for that. But kind of like, I think January is going to be a bit of a slow month because this, I think, is one of the months with the weather is one where my chronic health isn't great. So yeah, I'm going to just be taking things a step at a time, a little bit at a time, and just see where it goes. But yeah, I think I'm done for today. So hopefully it'll either be tomorrow or next week we'll start photographing stuff to go onto Vinted and be looking at what we can do for like bulking content and everything. Hello lovelies, so it is the 16th of January today, so it is a Friday. I thought I'd kind of give you like a quick weekly update, I guess, on my quarter goals. So on Monday I did my tax return for the first time. I've never done a tax return before, but because I have Etsy and TikTok shop and everything now, I have to do one. So I did that and I had a bit of a like, oh my god, it just went absolutely chaotic because I forgot that in the span of 2024 to 2025 tax year, I did try to go back to work with like a normal job kind of thing. And I forgot I'd done that, to be honest. So I was panicking, I had anxiety attacks, I was on the phone trying to find out because I had no payslips, no nothing with any of my details. And I spoke to HMRC, absolutely lovely, perfect. Like the people on the phone were really nice. She was like, oh, did you just find it in this section? I was like, oh, okay, cool. So I filled that out, and then we got to the end and it said I was due a refund, and I was like, this can't be right. This can't be right. But yeah, I'm due a refund, so I should have, it looks like on my account on Monday, it should have £1,007 going into my account, because where I was only in the job for like 5-6 months, I didn't stay up the whole year, I didn't qualify to pay tax, but I did, obviously, I'd already paid the tax, so that's coming back as a refund, which is amazing. I'm excited to get it, but I'm also really, really anxious and really nervous at the same time, because I hate having money in my account like that big that I don't know what to do with. So I've been writing a list of things I want to do, or where I could put the money. So on my list, I'm trying to find my list. I've got my journal in front of me and it's written in there. So I know we have bookcases. So in here we are going to decorate, and I want to get a couple of different bookcases. So my cube units will be going, and this will all be getting like tidied up. So that's my plan. So I've put bookcases, I've put money towards wedding, towards Disney, maybe booking like a little holiday, like just a little caravan holiday for the two of us, because that would be incredible. I need a holiday. And then we've put money to mum, because obviously that's still a debt I'm paying off, so I want to pay a little bit towards my mum. So that's all I've got on my list at the moment. So that is, yeah, that's my tax done for the year. It wasn't too hard, actually. I was really shocked, because it seems like such a daunting task and so hard and everything, but actually it wasn't too difficult to do. To be honest, I'd say it wasn't too difficult. I didn't earn enough to qualify for it anyway, so it was fine. Like, I didn't have to do that. But yeah, on top of that, we also went to go and get paint, like paint samples for the office. So where I've taken down the LED lights, I was like, right, okay, let's go and look for some colours. And the colour scheme I kind of want to go with is the sage green, which we've already got down in our kitchen, which is what I want to use up here as well. So I'm using that, but I also want to put a pink in it. So we ended up going to B&M twice for 2 different pink samples. One came out really dark and the other one's just like perfect. I will show you guys a photo here with the little shelves that my mum got me, and I'm so happy with it. So I think we're gonna buy some paint and we're gonna start painting at some point, get it all painted in here, then get the bookcases, and we'll just see where we end up going from there, because I just want to kind of make this room a little bit easier to use, because currently the desk looks like absolute chaos, and I do my cash stuffing, I do my order packing, I make stuff from it, so it'll be nice to have it so that it's all got a place to go on a bookshelf, on a shelf out the way, rather than having it all over the desk at the same time. So like my cash stuff and stuff could go up on a desk, so it's not like all over my desk while I'm doing other stuff. So that is, yeah, that's also put to try to post consistently on social. So I have kind of been having a think over the past, probably since Christmas, that actually I love having my little shop. My little shop is my purpose. Like, that gives me something to do. I'm not worried about the money I make from it. I just want to do it because it brings me happiness. So I've kind of decided with my content, my social content I do, I'm going to strip it back, like how I used to do it, and I'm going to work around, it's not going to involve as much of my shop. I'm going to keep my shop maybe to the side a bit more, and focus more on like my cash stuffing, my debt-free journey, my budgeting, my tips that I have for budgeting and everything like that, because I've noticed, and I was talking to Mia over at Budget with Moo the other day, and it seems to be that a lot of people are joining cash stuffing and not knowing where to start. There's no questions, there's no information around it, and it would just be really nice to be able to pass on the information that I've gained. Like, I always message, if people put stuff in like Instagram stories, I'll always message and say like, oh, I had this is what I did, or like just kind of explain how I did mine, and just bits like that, and just checking people are okay, as and when I can, because my brain doesn't remember a lot. But yeah, I kind of want to get back to that, and just stripping back the like the cash stuffing, because it seems like at the moment it's meant to be for saving money, to stuff money, to save it, to get us better with budgeting. But it seems like obviously everyone has got different budgets and how much money they can spend, but it seems like a lot of people at the moment are feeling the FOMO and buying more stuff than they need for cash stuffing, and then having these absolute massive boxes full of trackers that they haven't used. So it kind of feels like the purpose of cash stuffing isn't doing what it's meant to be doing at the moment. But that's my opinion on it. And I would like to not be part of that, if I'm honest. I love cash stuffing and I love making what I make, but at the same time, I don't want people to buy stuff for the sake of buying it. I'd rather they bought it for a specific purpose, or because it will help them with their journey. So yeah, that's what I'm kind of thinking going forward. So I'm kind of in the middle of planning some new posts for socials. I'm going to do like one about my non-negotiables. I think I'm going to do one that's just around general cash stuffing, just make a post about what cash stuffing is, and just bits like that, because I've kind of done ones on debt previously, but it would be nice to be able to do some more. I'm hoping I can get to a place where I've got enough information that I can share it a couple times a week, because that's kind of what my goal is, to make sure I'm still posting. But I don't want to post content for the sake of content. I want to post content for the information and the quality of it. So yeah, I might do some more posts around it. But if you guys do have any questions that you'd like answered around cash stuffing, budgeting, and like my experience of debt, and how, if you need any help with your debt, like just leave a comment, send me a message, and I will see what I can do. But yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it there for today. And yeah, we'll get some more bits done hopefully next week. So we are 21 days into the year, so we're only in January still, and my Instagram has just hit 2,000 followers. And this was actually my goal for the whole year, because my Instagram is such a slow burner usually. Like, I think Instagram's algorithm has been messed around with quite a lot recently. So like over the past year, my Instagram's not really moved a lot. So I've kind of been trying to work towards like trying to post consistently on all platforms I have. Yeah, and we've just reached our 2,000 follower goal, which was our follower goal for the year. So I'm so excited I can actually tick it off in my bullet journal today. And then I need to think of another goal. I don't know whether to think big and go for like a 3k follower, or whether just to try 2.5. I don't really know, because it's such a slow burner. I'm still not sure. But either way, we've reached that goal already, and it's only January. So yeah, this is absolutely insane. So yeah, come with me to tick off one of my goals for the year. Okay, let's tick off our 2k followers on Instagram. look at that. One goal already complete. Or not a goal, a wish. One wish already complete. So let's wish a little bit bigger. And maybe we'll go with 2.5k and see how we get on with that. And then maybe after that we'll work towards 3k. But I'm not holding out too much hope. But I'm just going to try my best, be consistent this year. And we'll see what happens. Show you the colours of what we went for in the office. So we went for a pink, so it's like a little rosebud, it's called, from, I think we got this one in B&M. So it does look really light there. It's a lot pinker on the walls, as I can show you guys. It's a lot pinker, it's quite bright, but it's so pretty. And then the other colour we've got, I'm sorry, I'm so out of breath. I've been like rushing around trying to finish all the painting. But the other colour we've got is the Limerick, which is like a sagey green. This is a kitchen paint because this is actually the colour I've got in my kitchen at the moment. And we had over half a tub left. So I was like, I'm just going to use that because it's only going on one more. And it looks so friggin' cute. And the combo's really nice, which is what I was after. Thursday the 29th today. I think it's Thursday the 29th of January today. I've just finished touching up little bits that I could still see that were quite patchy. We have done quite a few layers of paint over the past few days. I've been doing we've had a full day of painting, then we've had rest days, then full days of painting, and then today is kind of a rest day, but at the same time I've got a little bit to do. So I've done the touch-ups that I could see. I do need to go around and scrape the paint off of them, but Scott has found me some different coloured ones, but those ones are actually going to be hidden because we've got some new bookshelves coming today. I did do an order from IKEA, so I've ordered a new desk, and I've ordered a couple of new bookcases, and what else have I ordered? I've ordered 3 bookcases, a new desk, and I think I ordered a desk stand and a couple of extra shelves. So they're arriving at Tesco later, so I need to go and collect them, and hopefully they fit in the car. I've got to go get some bungee straps for my dad to try and fit them in the car. So fingers crossed they do fit. And we're gonna start, I think, putting furniture together later, or I'll start doing it tomorrow. But the aim is to try and get the office kind of in a usable state by tomorrow, because I've got a couple of orders I need to post out. But yeah, we've done well. I feel like we've done well. This is something I've wanted to do for a long time, and we were meant to be doing it before Christmas. and it just kind of got pushed back because obviously Christmas is just chaos. But I'm really happy that it's now done. It's now painted at least, so I can start tidying stuff away. But I need to clear the desk that is still in here. It is just covered with a sheet because Scott's iMac is still in here because I didn't want to attempt to move it, but I do need to clear the desk ready for us to take it downstairs later so the new desk can come up. But yeah, I think the painting's done. It might need a couple of touch-ups, but that can be done when the furniture's in. And then I need to ask my cousin really nicely if he'll come and put some shelves up for me. But yeah, like for month 1, we've actually got quite a bit done. I feel like we've done really well. So yeah, that's soon going to be another thing we can tick off of our list. I hope we can tick it off our list by the end of the month. But we will see what happens later when we go to Tesco. Good morning, lovelies. It is Friday today. So yesterday we went to Tesco's and picked up all of our IKEA furniture. It was a palaver, but it saved me £45, so I can't really complain. We've managed to get some of the furniture up last night, but we got back. Someone was parked where we normally park, so it was a bit more of a hassle trying to get the furniture into the house. But we got it into the house. We managed to get the desk up, one of the bookshelves, and later we've got 2 more bookshelves to go up. So this is the state of the office. So it's looking all right. I've got my stuff out ready to cash stuff. I've also, my bag of cash stuff in bits are there. We've got our desk up, we've got Scott's computer up, we have like a little bookshelf here, so my tower can fit on there, which is quite cool. And then I'm going to put my thermal printer and bits on there at some point. I might try and do that today. But yeah, that's the state of the office at the moment. So there's another bookshelf down there, there's another one downstairs that we haven't brought up yet. But this is the state of our spare rooms. Like, all my office stuff is in here. I can't move my computers. As you guys can see, like, the monitors are on the stands there. I can't move those till Scott gets home, because they're going to be going back off the mount because they're too heavy. But yeah, it's like this. And then, I don't know if you guys can see, all my cash stuffing stuff's all down in the corner, so I can't actually get to any of it at the moment. So, and also the phone that I used to film for TikTok has died, and I don't know where the charger is for it because the plug bit for it doesn't work. You have to use it through wireless. It has to be on like a wireless thing to work, and that's somewhere in the spare room. So I'm like, so this week's cash stuffing is going to be a YouTube exclusive because I don't know what else to do. So I'm gonna cash stuff, and I'm hoping I might be able to climb in there to get some orders done, because I think I've got like 1 order outstanding on Etsy and a couple for eBay that need to go out today. So I'm gonna try and get a couple of bits out if I can. But that is the state of the office decoration so far. But yeah, I'm gonna go get my cash stuffing done, and then yeah, I'll update you guys when we do a bit more to the office. Hi lovelies, so I thought I'd quickly come on and just give you guys a month 1 goals kind of wrap up video, and to end this little vlog. Thank you so much for coming along this whole journey of January with me. It's been a long month, it's been an exhausting month, and it's just been, it's been a really good month at the same time. It's been mad, like I don't know how else to describe it. But we can go through like some of the things that happened this month. So I've got up my goals list for month 1. So the first one that was on there is to do tax. We did that, got it done, and we had a good income. We had a good result from it, so we had a refund from it, and that has gone back into debt for my mum. It's gone into Disney, and it's also gone into wedding, and I've put some money into other places as well. I did it like a big cash stuffing with it all, so that money has gone to good places, so I'm excited for that. And my other one was to post 4 to 5 times a week on socials. So with that one, I can completely say, yes, we completed that with TikTok. However, with Instagram and YouTube, it's been a lot more hit and miss. We've had like 1 week where we stayed consistent with it, and then we've had another week where it's been a lot less, but there's still been some bits. And then we've had another week where it's been a bit of miss, and another week where it's been absolutely fine. But there's been so much going on this time, because my YouTube content obviously is a bit different compared to Instagram and TikTok. So I try and make sure that it can all kind of go on every kind of platform. Or if I'm posting on one platform, I'll make sure that the other platforms have some kind of bits. And as you guys saw, I am trying to shuffle my post content and my video content a little bit more to kind of get back to what this page was originally about, which was paying off debt and learning to budget properly. So I am still working towards that goal. And I feel like we have kind of done that this month. I will leave a picture of my habit tracker here, hopefully. Hopefully I can do that. So you guys will be able to see the consistency of my socials. Also you guys will be able to see my sales. My sales have not been great this month, but I've had so much else going on, and it's January. January is always a quiet month. So I'm quite happy it's been quite quiet because I've been able to get other stuff done at the same time. My next one is looking into what's needed for a wedding. So we have booked to go and look around our local registry office. It is a bit of a long wait, so we've still got another 2 weeks to wait. It's on the 14th of February, so happy Valentine's Day to us. We get to go look around our local registry office. But we have still been saving for it and kind of looking into it. We kind of know what we want now, but we need to just get a couple of questions answered, go and look in the registry office, and we need to pick a date. We still haven't picked a date, guys. It's like, yeah, we haven't picked a date, but we've kind of got rough times we need to go for, so it's going to have to be either weekends or during half term, because our little nephew is going to be there for our wedding, and he's already told us he's not allowed out of school, which is absolutely fine. So we're going to try and do it as and when we can. So yeah, hopefully through February we'll have a few more updates around wedding. If you guys want to know about more wedding stuff, let me know. If you don't, just let me know again, because I'm happy I don't have to share that bit with you guys. And the other things we have was to take down the LED lights in the office and sell them. So as you guys can see, we took it down, we've painted the office. Woo! So we're actually quite far ahead on that goal for the month. So we've got that done, and the LED lights, they are on Vinted, they haven't sold. I did give some to my sister as payment for helping to do the office with me. She was such a good help, bless her. And we really powered through, we really got it done, and it looks incredible. Like, there's a couple of touch-ups that need doing on the ceiling because I got some on the ceiling by accident. Oops, at least it was me that did it, it's not the end of the world. So yeah, we need to have a couple of touch-ups, we need to put frames back up, we need to put shelves up. So those are going to be bits that we're going to work on for February, I think. I think that's going to be a February goal. And the other ones we have is, there's like a couple of like little bits that are like home personal bits, but we will talk about them anyway. The other one we've actually got is organise the vintage drawers. You guys saw I got that done. That was done nice and quickly in the month. And the bits that were in there have now all gone on Vinted. Loads of bits did sell, which is incredible. I just need to start sending out some more offers, because where I've had so much else going on, like we've been focusing on decorating, or I've had days where when we've been doing so much physical activity, I haven't been able to walk, or my hands haven't worked, or I've been too tired. The life of a person with a chronic illness, that's just how it goes. So we do need to focus a bit more on sending out offers, so I might actually sit and do that later. That might be something I'll do. And yeah, the other personal goals I've got on here is to walk each day for 10 minutes and increasing it as possible. So I have done that. I've done it nearly every day. I was very, very consistent to start with, but obviously with last week with the painting and everything, it was just a bit chaotic. And I was doing a lot of movement then anyway, so I kind of gave myself a little bit of grace then. But I'm up to 15 minutes, and I'm gonna hopefully, fingers crossed, consistently stay at 15 minutes walking for the next month. So we'll see how that goes, and we'll see if we can keep it to Monday to Friday walking and maybe increase it a little bit more, but we'll see what happens, and just see how my body reacts to it. But either way, I'm proud of how far I've got with it. And the other thing is, we've got when getting takeaway, don't add sides. So I think we mostly did that. I think the only time I think I didn't do that is when we got Nando's one night, because halloumi, like, I can't say anymore. I love halloumi, so like a little halloumi treat. However, I did get that, but when you get like, you get your main meal and you get like sides with it, I did switch one of them out and got a bit of a healthier option. So go me. I actually did just work it out. We have had, for the month of January, we've had 61% of the month was a no takeaway day, which for me, I feel like that's personally quite good. I've got a chronic illness, and when I'm exhausted or tired, I physically don't have the energy to cook. And where we cook quite a lot from scratch, it kind of is a bit of a hindrance because we cook a lot from scratch, and we are a meal plan household, not an ingredient household. So everything will have a reason why we've got it. So when I don't have the energy to cook something and we don't have an option that's easy to switch, yeah, takeaway happens. But I feel like we're getting better with it. We've kind of both said that we want to eat a lot healthier, in the sense we want to make sure for every meal we're kind of adding a vegetable or a salad with it. So we're like pushing a little bit more for that this month, I think. And if we do get takeaway, it's gonna be, I think, just a medium meal. So we're like slowly backing back down. So I'm not saying, right, I'm not having any takeaway at all, because that's completely unrealistic. It's like saying, I know a lot of people are struggling with it, but saying like, I'm not spending for the whole of this month. It's completely unrealistic, and it'll just push you to do it. So you're better off budgeting it and like slowly working backwards, and just, I personally, that's how I feel. But that is literally going through all my goals. But we will also figure out our no spends for the month, see how many no spends we had, how many budgeted and how many unbudgeted spends. Okay, I've just worked it out. So I've worked it out by percentages for the month, and for unbudgeted we had 29%. So that's okay, I'm not worried. Most of that probably would have been takeaway, and we've had to shuffle money around a little bit, so it's not come out of the correct categories, but it happens, and we look at it, we go, okay, I see it, let's move on. We have, for budgeted, we have 51%. A lot of that is like, if we've been food shopping, if stuff, we didn't have the right stuff in the shop we went in that day, we'll go in the next day, or if we forgot something, we go in the next day. So we did have literally a whole week of that, where we couldn't get stuff, or we'd missed something off our food shop, or I didn't realise we'd run out of something, so we've had to go and get it. That happened probably, I think, for probably at least a week. And we kept going in and out of B&M when we were getting paints and stuff, and like spending money, and just a lot of bits like that. Like, they all kind of came out of budgeted spends, which was absolutely fine. So I'm not worried about that again. That's what it is. That's why we have that money. That's why we have it budgeted, so we can just go, we have that money to spend in those categories where we need to. So that leaves our no spend at 20%. So 20% of January was a no spend month, which is really good. I feel like that's a really, really good thing. But actually looking at it, we had like 2 weeks of chaotic budgeting, and we had 1 week of pretty much no spends, other than going food shopping on a Monday and topping up on a Friday. And then just a couple of odd chaos days, to be honest. So I think I would like to maybe get it to 25%, see if we can get to no spends of 25% through February. That would be quite nice. And see if we can lower the unbudgeted down a little bit. That would be, I feel like that would be a really good goal, but we'll see how that goes. But yeah, if you guys have enjoyed this, I'm sorry if it's been a bit chaotic, but I appreciate you guys coming to watch my videos, and I feel like doing a monthly video of working towards goals and quarters and stuff like that is going to be better for me in the long run. And like, these are going to be my studio vlogs, I think, from now on. But yeah, if you guys have enjoyed watching this, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Please hit the like button, hit the subscribe if you would like to see more of my chaotic content, and you'd like to see the update of The Office when it is fully finished. So yeah, we've still got a little bit more to go with The Office, but I will show it to you guys when it's done, and I'm so excited to share it with you when it's finished. But yeah, please leave me a little flower emoji, because we've got little flowers behind us. Yeah, and it's January. January is the time for new things to bloom, and yeah, thank you so much, and I hope you guys have a lovely day, and I'll see you later. Bye.